Well, I lived with my mum previously and my brother, and yeah, it was just quite a struggle at home and things. I didn't really have a very good relationship with my mum and stuff. I went to Barnet Homes because she didn't no longer want me living there. I went to Barnet House and explained them my situation. They was very helpful and yeah, supportive, and I filled in a few forms, and yeah, they found somewhere for me to stay for the night and hopefully a bit further long term. And I was there for pretty much 2 to 3 years until I was able to support myself, learn a few life skills and budgeting, and yeah, until they thought I was ready and strong enough to live on my own and be independent, I was moved to here, where I am now.
Barnet Homes are an ALMO, an arm's length management organisation, and we manage 15,000 properties on behalf of London Borough of Barnet. 11,500 of those are our residents, are tenants, if you like. We provide all services to them: repair and maintenance, gas services, support services, general tenancy management, antisocial behaviour.
We cover the whole borough of Barnet, providing service of support for all vulnerable clients. The new flexible tenancy scheme is for young people who are aged between 18 and 25. They tend to face slightly different problems than other groups, and that's really by virtue of their age and the fact that they are in this big world, and really it's really vast for them to grasp having a tenancy, how to sustain it, learning to budget, how to pay bills. So those are sort of things we help them with.
In July last year we rolled out flexible tenancies for the first time. We weren't one of the first in the country to actually roll flexible tenancies out, so in many ways we've pioneered this, and since that point we've actually had 16 two-year flexible tenancies, those that are under the age of 25.
I moved in on July the 17th, my tenancy began, and this area is High Barnet, just off the Maze Lane. I'm very proud to have my own front door key to this place. It's really nice.
The intention with two-year flexible tenancies is that it's a stepping stone. Support that person to allow them to then get training, employment, education, and for them to be able to progress through social housing.
The main role is to sustain tenancy, but we look at it holistically. We look at the person. We find out what other problems that they might have that could be affecting their housing.
From when I was 17, I've always been homeless, but not street homeless, so I've never managed my own tenancy before, never had to pay bills, never done any of that, so I did start building rent arrears, and I didn't really manage my tenancy well, but my housing officer has helped me clear my arrears now. I was out of work for about 5 years, and then I heard that Barnet Homes was doing an apprenticeship, and I applied, and then I managed to get the apprenticeship. At the end of the apprenticeship, I managed to get a permanent position here. My brother used to hear about the apprenticeship, and then he applied.
I'm doing a course at the moment, which involves 1 day a week at college, 4 days a week here. At the end of it, I'll be getting a qualification in housing. I'm hoping to become permanently employed by Barnet Homes at the end of the apprenticeship, and Barnet helping me basically move on further to make my life better.
Each two-year flexible tenant will get what's called a next step passport, so that we can track their progress and their engagement with the support that we provided them over the 2-year period. We can assess whether or not that person has actually met their obligations. Ultimately what we're doing here is going into a deal or a promise with the resident to say, we will provide this for you. In return, you'll meet these obligations, and you will better yourself in terms of training, education, employment.
Well, what they have to give back is a commitment, and it always is something that's within their capabilities. We don't ask them to do something that they can't do.
They referred me onto a work programme that's been successful now, and I try to get there 3 days a week. We draft CVs and speculative letters and send them off to different organisations and companies and things.
Basically, the tenants are not going to get anything out of it unless they put 100% effort into it.
And so we try to also empower them. Where we feel that they have abilities there, we try and tap into that and give them incentives, and in terms of encouraging them.
I'm quite good, so I'm getting into interviews, experiencing what it's like to meet employers and see what they want and what I want as well.
You know, and lots of them don't have anything in their properties. They're not furnished when they get it. So we assist them to apply for charity grant fundings for essential household goods like beds, cookers, fridge.
And as soon as I signed the tenancy, they said we offer a range of vouchers and things for furniture and painting and all this necessary equipment. It was a Dulux paint pack deal. Yeah, it's delivered by Barnet Homes to get up and running and get paint on your walls and stuff. So yeah, really hard work, because as you can see, it's quite big rooms. So yeah, and everyone that comes around says I've done a really good job getting it where it is. But like I said, I've had a lot of help. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
Well, what we've noticed so far in terms of the analysis, which has been since July of last year, is that it's been very positive. So we are getting them on the right track. It's a matter of keeping them on the right track and those people engaging with the support that's offered.
We're trying to get these young people to sustain their tenancy, but we also want them to be a positive member in their community.
What we've seen at the moment is just in general terms of tenancy sustainment and people being in employment, training, education. It's had a positive impact on that, and ultimately that's where we want our residents to be.
So we think in the end we're going to actually work towards producing very positive young men and women that can be an asset to society in general.
Yeah, I just respect things a lot more now, and yeah, what I've got, know that I've got a lot of help step by step to get where I am now. Yeah, more confident and independent and happier with my life, yeah.